that means to be on camera with you.
Actually, I wanted to let you know that I did a post about Milky.
Yes.
It is the most searched blog post on my blog.
Yes.
Every day, at least 100 searches just for that brand. People love it.
Oh, I'm so
Can you just tell me? I know this is ClearBlue, but I need to know, like, tell me about like your foray into all these, products.
Well, my sister and I, the reason why we thought of Need Brands is because we realized that we didn't have these things. That's why it's called Need.
Right.
So we're thinking of products that women need, whether they're moms, pregnant, or just women.
Right.
But that's how Milky came about. My sister was working and she wanted to nurse, and she couldn't because she was stressed. So she tried some other products out there that help you lactate, and it was a miserable experience for her. The thing is, fenugreek is an amazing herb, and it works. The bad thing is it tastes horrible. So she had me try it one time. I was like, oh Lord, I feel sorry for you.
Right?
Yeah, and then you smell like syrup after you drink it, but it works. The other thing is it's usually in tea, and if you have a hot day, you don't want to have to sit there and brew it. I mean, who has time for that, especially being a mom? So we thought of Milky, and it's all natural, organic. It works. It's affordable. So we couldn't be more than happy, especially hearing that news, because we wanna encourage women to nurse more, and especially in the African American community. That's huge, for us. So and this is helping them. So we started with that, and now we're gonna do hand sanitizer. We have Stretchy. We're gonna do a lip balm. So the sky is the limit for us. So the more we figure out that we need something, you believe me, that's when you'll see it.
Can you tell us again how Stretchy works? Because
Stretchy doesn't, a lot of people think that a cream is going to get rid of your stretch marks. There's no such thing. It just helps decrease the appearance of them, and that's what Stretchy is. And I absolutely love it. I use it as a moisturizer, and of course, my little stretch marks. The good thing is, though, a lot of stretch marks, they fade with time, and that's what I'm figuring out right now. It just depends on how severe, they were, but that's what's so great about Stretching. It really does work. I just got a text from a woman saying she already sees the difference, because my sister and I, we work really, really hard to make sure that it smells good, it's healthy for you, and it works. What's the point of buying something if it doesn't work? And it has to smell good.
Now with the ClearBlue Easy, with your first one, were you? Because for me, I was like, I could never tell. Like, is it really pink? Is it a line?
Yes.
The two lines. Like, I was always so nervous about it.
Yes, that's what I love about this pregnancy test now. It is digital, but not only that, I had, as I was telling you ladies before, I had a little scare because I didn't know when I last had my cycle, and we thought at a certain moment in time I was going to have an ectopic pregnancy, and that's extra stress on me that I really didn't have to experience. And if I had this then, I could have told my OB that. Right. So that's what I mean. I love it, and I can't wait. To use it.
On a related note, during the presentation, you talked a little bit about your prenatal. You couldn't wait. You were so excited about talking about your prenatal regimen. Can you tell us, some of your secrets, what you did while you were pregnant?
Oh, well, for me, which is the reason why we have needbrands.com, I wanted to make sure that everything I was eating, you can't do it 100%. You can only try. So everything that I was eating was healthy, was organic. Everything that I was putting on my body didn't have a lot of chemicals. What a lot of people don't know is that stuff, it goes through your pores and it goes in your bloodstream. It's in your body. And then that's going to your baby. So I just made sure that I ate right. I did light exercise, although I did gain 48 pounds because I kind of gave up around the 7-month mark because I was getting really big.
I love how you say awesome. I love that.
Oh, awesome. I don't know any other way. And plus I want women, that's the only way they're going to relate, But once he got really big, I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to walk. But I did some light, exercises. What else did I tried to relax. A lot of the times you're really stressed out because you want the best for yourself and for your baby. But the best thing that you can do is just relax. And know that you are in control, but you're really not. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So that's how I did it.
So, Tamera, I watched the show, and I know it was taped a while ago, but you have lost so much weight. Can you tell us a little bit about your postpartum regimen? Because you look incredible.
Thank you. Let me tell you, it's hard. For some women, it comes easy. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Jessica Luengo, and I absolutely love her. We have little play dates. But she wore a bikini. She's 4 months postpartum, has no stretch marks at all.
Wow.
And we went to a swimming class together, and I'm like, first of all, can you just wear just like a one-piece suit for my sake? Because it's all about me right now, yeah. But anyway, she looks fantastic. You just have to know that there are some women where it comes natural to them. Kate Middleton, all these other actresses, they just have it. Whereas me, it took a while. I did lose about 23 pounds in the beginning because I nursed, and I solely nursed. I didn't substitute anything, and that helped a lot. But because I had a C-section, I wanted to be safe. I didn't start exercising until after 10 weeks postpartum, and I started slow. My sister, she pulled me to the side. It took her 2 years to get to where she is right now. She tells me that, and I'm giving myself a year. So I'm 10 months postpartum now, and I feel like I should focus more on taking care of my child than being at the gym. I know I'm a public figure, but I talked to my pediatrician, and she said, you know what? Why don't you be that source for women, who can't lose it, immediately? Enjoy being a mom first, and enjoy it. Eventually, it will come off if you eat right, if you exercise, and that's what I did. So I didn't start going like gung-ho. Like I look at myself, Tina Tamera, I'm like, wow, yeah, I was really just having fun. But I didn't start really seriously working out until I was 8 months postpartum. But I can say I enjoyed being a mom up until that. Now I'm a working mom, and now I'm like, okay, Tamera, you have no excuse. But so I would say just go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. Enjoy being a mom. Eat right. Make it a lifestyle instead of like diet, and then slowly but surely you'll just start seeing the pounds come off. And what I do is I just eat in moderation. I allow myself to have a cupcake. I allow myself to have a glass of wine here and there, because otherwise I would just go crazy. So I have about 5 pounds to go, depending on the week. Sometimes 7, sometimes 5, but I know those are the hardest to get off. But yeah, I'm giving myself a year. So that's how I did it. Any more questions?
I love the reel. Is it coming back?
I know.
It was such a great synergy and like a real,
Everything about it was
fun.
so fun.
I'm
Danced
hearing
on. I love
hearing great things. We don't have an official pickup yet. Our fingers are crossed. We did phenomenal. All of us girls are just so grateful for the opportunity to be able to just be ourselves, and people see that and like it.
Right.
Because we feel that we represent real women. We say the things that your girlfriends are saying watching the other talk shows.
So
Going,
true.
why don't they just say blah 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 blah?
So
and
true.
that's who we are. We have a different take on daytime, and I'm glad that people loved it. So fingers crossed, it's looking great. And where are the other women on it again? There's Adrienne Bailon, who's I call her like the Spitfire Latina. Then there's Jeannie Mai. She is like our fashionista. And then there's Tamar. I love that woman. Just like on the DL, people think that we don't like each other, maybe because we are
I never got that at all from the
I've
show.
never got that. You guys
We would
send
get
it to
tweets
each other?
and stuff.
No way.
It's
They just want to
we're always
create
shocked.
drama.
yeah, they have to,
maybe.
when it's women, there has to be some.
But
No
we
way.
love each other. That girl, she's my girl crush. I love her so much. We just text each other. And then it's Lonnie Love. If you watch
Oh,
Chelsea,
she's hysterical.
She's very
she
funny.
will make you pee in your
Yeah, she's
pants
so
just drinking
funny.
water.
She's so
Like, and we're all so different.
Yes.
But honestly, we don't judge each other. And I think that's the reason why we get along for the most part. All the girls like each other, so all the drama that you may see out there, so-and-so doesn't like,
It's all
a lie.
fabricated.
We all respect each other. We may have differences in our way of seeing things, but we all
And that
love
makes
each
for a
other
good
and
show.
respect.
You can't
It
all
is.
have the same opinion and everyone be the same. That would
Exactly,
be boring. Yeah.
exactly. And I heard Charlemagne, whatever his name is, on 100 Breakfast Club. This is what I have to say to him. I'm sorry he feels that way towards me. It's not my issue, it's his, but I think he's adorable. I think he's adorable. So I'm sorry. It's unfortunate he feels that way about me, because I guess he said something, and my girl Tamar, she had my back.
You have to kill him with kindness.
Yeah, of course. But I think he's got to do what he's got to do, and he's doing a great job. So that's what I have to say.
I just wanted to ask you about your personal style, which
Okay.
I love.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to know who you're wearing today, and if you could talk a little bit about where you like to shop. Do you use a personal
What am I wearing?
A stylist?
I think this,
or-
I have
So
a
pretty.
stylist. It's Ted Baker. My shoes are Brian Atwood. I have no idea what my skirt or my shirt is because I didn't look at it this morning. But I have an amazing stylist. Her name is Amanda Reno, and she is phenomenal because she gets that I may be on a little conservative side. It's just who I am, you know. But I like to have a little bit of flair and youth to it. Otherwise, you're just gonna look stiff, you know. And I'm not stiff.
Your dress is M-A-J.
Oh yes, homage. So I was right. Okay. All right.
M-H-A-E?
M-A-J-E.
M-A-J-E.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
And
Ted
that's Ted
Baker.
Baker.
Yes. But yeah, I absolutely love her because she gets me. Because you can be fun and be covered up at the same time.
Did you wear a lot of maternity clothes when you were pregnant, or did you
I
wear
did.
like just extra large or dresses?
You can do both, but you have to be careful. I love showing off my baby bump. I thought it was sexy. I love it. I've never felt so
woman.
so sexy
yeah.
in my life, actually. It's like, man, I want that glow again. Man, damn it. Now I have a different glow. Happy mom glow. But I wore a lot of Peter Pod, Destination Maternity, so it was fitting that my sister and I partnered with them for our brand. So yeah, but that's what I wore.
Kind of related but unrelated, since we're talking about pregnancy. When I had my son, both of them, like the hair at my temples fell out. Yours looks really great. Did you
Oh no,
experience
they
any
fell out.
postpartum shedding?
It's just growing right now.
Okay.
I have short pieces.
Yeah, that's
See,
what
look,
mine was, just the
because it was
temples,
right here.
Yeah.
It just falls out.
That's so
I was
interesting.
not prepared for that. You hear it. My hairstylist said, I'm gonna tell you 1,500 times, but you're still gonna be shocked when it happens. I remember just so much hair.
Especially because the hair
falling
looks
out.
so good while you're pregnant. It's like thick and
Right?
silky. Yeah.
So pretty. But I'm glad I enjoyed it when I did. But it all fell out, and now it's growing back. But that comes along with the territory of being pregnant. If I have that as the end result, I'm fine. Thank you.
Going off of that, was there anything else about pregnancy that you had no idea about that you experienced and you'd love to tell other moms you're going to go through this, or anything shocking?
The pregnancy or being a mom, or maybe both.
There you go.
Pregnancy, that each trimester is different. The first trimester, I had morning sickness for about 7 weeks, which I've heard is actually pretty good. Second trimester, oh my God, it was like awesome. I could be pregnant forever, and your libido, holy. I was like, wow, you're just so sexual. Everything is just sexy. Sorry. No, it's true. but it's true. There was that reel again. Sorry.
It's so true. No, she knows everything. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good.
But then the third trimester, you just feel like,
That's when you get all big.
yeah, I just felt like, I just couldn't wait to get him out. So I would say enjoy the trimesters. And then here's a biggie. I got upset when a woman told me this, but it's just because it's true. You think your pregnancy is hard, right? You're like, this. And I remember my neighbor going, well, I hate to tell you, once you have the baby, that's when it's really going to be hard. That's when it's really going to be challenging. So I always say, enjoy your pregnancy as much as you possibly can, because the moment that baby
Oh my
comes,
gosh, I love you anymore.
it is like, for me, especially in a first-time mom, you're like, you have to catch your breath. And then now you start like, okay, maybe I can have another one. You start thinking it. So try to enjoy your pregnancy, because that's the only time, especially for first-time mom, it's the only time you're gonna really have to yourself.
That's right. You and your husband. It's the last time you're
Last
alone,
time,
really.
yeah.
I remember like at the very end being annoyed at night. I couldn't sleep because I was so big and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're getting them to urinate like every
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think that's like nature's way of preparing you for when the
That's
baby
very true.
comes.
That's
it wasn't
another-
hard to wake
Yeah.
up and nurse, and because
That's
you're
actually
used to,
very- yeah.
you don't sleep the
You don't
last
sleep.
2 months anyway.
You
so
don't.
You're totally
you don't.
used to
You
it.
feel gross and you have to pee
Yeah.
every single second. And then for me, I was very thirsty. So I remember I had this big jug next to my bed, and my husband would be like, "Oh my God, really, Tamera?" Because I would sit there and be like, he would hear it. I was like, "You know, you're gonna go use the bathroom like 20 more times." I know. And being a mom, the best advice I would give is be kind to yourself. And don't judge other moms. I know it's easy, but I find that we judge when we don't understand, or when something is different. And I think the perfect example I can give, my sister and I did a show on parenting styles recently, and so many people thought that my sister and I were saying one way of parenting is better than the other, but that's not the case. You have to do what's right for you and your family. What I may do with my son may be horrible for you and your family, meaning my son is on a schedule, he sleeps in his crib, but because I'm a newlywed, I need my bed. I love that time still with my husband, and I don't want to be intimate and then be like, oh crap, I don't want to roll over on it. You know what I mean? I knew that from the beginning. Whereas my sister, she works all the time. She loves it. She's such a powerful, advocate for a working mom, that the only time she has with her son is when she comes home, and that happens to be when she's sleeping. So that's the reason why, co-sleeping is great for her. So I would say be open, learn from the other moms instead of judging what is different, and then sleep when the baby sleeps. Sleep when the baby sleeps. Otherwise, those dishes can wait. And be kind to yourself. You're not going to know everything. There's going to be a moment. You can never prepare enough. Because that's when people go crazy. It's like, but I read this, and I did this, and then I don't know what to do. You're going to hear that a lot. I don't know what to do. But then for some reason, you figure it out. So,
Great.
that's it.